There's a hair on my lens. I don't know. Okay. So anyways, I'm here. I'm going to do a food vlog, and I'm going to be making a one-pot kielbasa pasta. I've made this before, and it's delish. I've made it with regular pasta, and then I've made it with like gluten-free pasta, like made with like vegetables. It's not good with the vegetable pasta, but it's delicious. So I'm going to show you how I make that. So first things first, since I've made this before, I'm kind of tweaking a little bit. So what you're supposed to do with all the milk and just with all the liquid that you put into it, you're supposed to put the pasta inside of there, and it, you know, theoretically soaks up the pasta. But I find, there's a hair. I find that there's not enough liquid for the pasta, so I have to add more liquid in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cook the pasta a little bit and then add it into the liquid that I'm going to be using. So that's just what I'm going to do. The recipe doesn't state that, but that's just what I'm going to do. And I am using Pastifico Di Martino. I don't know. I got it at Smith's. And it tells you al dente in 10 minutes. And I'm kind of going for before al dente. And you are supposed to use 8 ounces of dry pasta. And there are 6 ounces in this. So the recipe does call for 8 ounces, but I'm going to use more. I'm going to use this whole thing, which is 16 ounces, so I'm basically doubling it. In my one pot, I'm going to put some olive oil. It calls for 1 teaspoon of olive oil, but clearly I did not measure. So I need to put the olive oil here in over medium to high heat. I'm actually going to wait to turn that on. And then in that oil, you need to fry the smoked kielbasa and onions. So it calls for 1 pound of smoked kielbasa or turkey chicken sausage sliced to 1/4 inch, and you need to dice up 1.5 cups of onions. Oh, I wanted to show you this. For Christmas, my mom, she's kooky like this. She bought me these onion goggles. Tear-free, so I'm gonna go ahead and get. And if you're wondering what I look like, this is it. I feel like I'm gonna go on a motorcycle. That's what I feel like. Alright, so I'm gonna cut this onion, and I will tell you if these onion goggles actually work or not. So these onions, I've cut up almost half of this onion, and these onion goggles, I'm starting to feel my eyes burn a smidge. But I don't think they're as bad as they would normally be. Oh yeah, eyes are starting to burn. Alright, 1 pound of kielbasa sausage. And my onions and my sausage in my pot. I'm going to head and cook it. While I'm doing that, I need what I thought I had. Alright, it also calls for, I thought I had it, but I don't have it. It also calls for 2 cloves of garlic. I do not have that, so I'm not going to add it. It's not that big of a deal. I can add some garlic salt later. I don't want to add it now. I want to add it when I taste it because I don't want it to be too salty. So while this is cooking, you're supposed to chop up your garlic and add the garlic in here. And cook until fragrant, which is about 30 seconds. But like I said, I do not have the garlic. so I cannot add it in there. I'm an idiot. I thought I had some, because I always have garlic. Alright, so while I'm doing that, I need to make sure I have my chicken broth, my tomatoes, my heavy cream, and my pasta. So while my sausage and my onions are cooking in the pot where I started cooking the pasta, again, don't cook it all the way, I added my 2 cups of chicken broth, and I added 1 can of diced tomatoes, 10 ounces, but I added a little bit more because I doubled the recipe. You're also supposed to put in here half a cup of milk or heavy cream. These are still cooking. So because I forgot my garlic, I actually remembered that I have garlic powder, so I used garlic powder instead. And you use, I don't know how much I use because I just dumped it in, but you use less garlic powder than you would actual garlic clove. So this is what it looks like after I added my cream, or my milk, my tomatoes, and the chicken broth. So now that this is cooked, I'm going to go ahead and add this pasta into there. And I'm still going to let it cook down because pasta still needs to be cooked some more. It's a lot of food, but I'm planning on using this as leftovers for my lunches for school. So I just checked the pasta to see how much it was cooked. And just tasting the pasta, I know that I'm going to have to add some salt and pepper in there. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in there as well. I added about 1 cup of cheese on the top, and I'm stirring that in. Alright, I'm going to taste one of the pastas to see how it is, if it needs more pepper or salt, or if it's tender enough. What? Oreo, what happened? Did you fall off the couch? Did you fall off the couch, my love? This girl just fell off the couch. Oreo, you fell off the couch. I'm just, here stirring away. Next thing I know, this big old flop on the floor. And there she is, just kind of looking around like, what happened? Oreo, what happened? And now she's hiding. She's behind my legs. She's like, don't laugh at me, Mommy. I'm shy. Alright, so after I did all of that, I added some more cheese in there. The recipe calls for another half a cup of cheese, but I added a little bit more. And who doesn't like cheese? Come on. I mean, come on. And then you garnish it with some scallions. I'm not gonna lie, I've cooked it before and it is way better. Maybe the garlic just makes a huge, like a difference, but it's not bad, the one I cooked, but I've just cooked it and it just seems like it was much better prepared. But this is a delicious meal. Love it. I cooked it before and it was amazing. But thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, do what you want. Have a good day.